welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Pulls it in. It's Gilbert.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Working that left side now. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. On the run, it's Bishop. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still running at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Got it behind the line, it's Bishop. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. The run to the left. Trying to take it back. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have...
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. And
he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Carr. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Carr.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Gets away from one. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. All alone, he's got it. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up a sack.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped. And his veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bishop. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's caught. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense in a bunch formation. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Shakes off the defender. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback on the keeper. The discard, and he's running free. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Canes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Lyle. Hard running there. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Makes a connection. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bishop. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. In the red area, it's Bishop. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jackson going to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. He makes a grab. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll try to pop the draw.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback adapting. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Raiola. Going for it all. Touchdown, Miami! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field.
Snags it down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage to get it to the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head.